Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Thanks so much for coming in for a video tonight. I wanted to prepare this night for us to just ring in the new year together. I wish we were out and about, but we can't be. So remember the days when we could? I don't even know if we would, if we could. But Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2021 will be a fabulous year of health and prosperity and everything good that comes with that. And you define prosperity as you will. But health is the number one thing for all of us right now, I know. So thank you so much for coming in, guys. I had some cheese and crackers prepared for us, some snacks, some wine, and some champagne for later. I'm going to try to get my husband to open up the champagne bottle. I hope he does. And I hope I'm live. I don't even know if I am, but it looks like a couple of people are streaming in. As I said, I did not want to come to you with anything but, oh my God, let me plug myself in here. I am always so unprepared these days. All right, now we've got I think I've got my sound going and everything. Fabulous. Okay, so I put on my best jewelry for tonight. No PJs in the house. I did buy some fancy PJs that I will put on later. Super excited about that. I don't see anyone in the chat. This is so lonely. I hope you guys are doing well. Please say hello in the chat if you are here. And I sure hope you are. Can you hear all of the fireworks? There is quite a bit going on. We do live in an area where fireworks are allowed. So let me also turn off my phone from disturbing us. Thank you guys again for being here. Let me know what you're up to tonight. Did anybody have any Zoom meetings tonight? Zoom parties? And show your response. It's so funny how it's showing me absolutely nothing in the chat. I don't know if it's the delay or what, but looks like only 2 people are watching. Did I make it private? I hope not. I hope I didn't make it private. But please let me know if you are in the chat. I do appreciate you being here. Looks like 5 people are here now. And basically, we're just going to sit around and chat. We may do a little jewelry jar later. We shall see. But did I even enable the chat? Maybe I didn't enable the chat. Let me see. Pop out the chat. I thought I did. Uh-oh. Hi, Perla. Nothing to see here. We popped out restore chat. Okay. Perla, I see you in there, but I don't see you on this chat. There you are. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, those of you that I didn't see at Christmas. Miss Robin, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, as I said, I had some cheese and crackers ready for us. But do you guys have cats? Because my cat made me very angry today. New Year. Thank you so much. I hope it's filled with love and health for you as well. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people are doing some Zoom visits on this night, so I hope, that is a safe night, so that's good. That's the way to do it. Be safe. And not only that, even before we did this, social distancing and the lockdowns that they're asking us to do and all of that, a lot of people had stopped going out on New Year's Eve. With the drunk driving issues and all of that, it's always something that's in the back of some people's minds. Definitely mine. I can hear the dog scurrying around now. Can you guys hear all of the fireworks go? There it goes, another one. My poor dog is just going crazy. He does not like it. Happy New Year, Sandra, Perla, Nancy, and LSMJN5. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm so happy that you're here, guys, and I'm so grateful that you join me on my videos when I go live or when I do the recorded ones. Your support has meant the world to me. It really has. So I just want to thank you for that. It's really, really delightful that I get to talk to all these friends out there. It really makes my nights. Very, very fulfilled, honestly, and days. Can you hear them, Perla? Let me see who else is here. Kelly Burnell, how are you? LSMJM5. Linda. Linda. I'm not sure which Linda I'm speaking to, but Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. I know there's quite a ruckus going on YouTube. Lots of auctions still in play and all of that, but I thought we would just sit back and relax for a little while and maybe share a glass of champagne. I bought some champagne today pretty much just for myself. So as I said, my husband doesn't drink. And then I kind of made an excuse to go ahead and buy it because I was going to make some onion soup that called for a cup of champagne too. So I said, okay, well, there it is. I've been planning this onion soup for a while. I've been wanting to make one for a while. I've never actually made one myself, but I had one the other day at the Nordstrom Cafe, and it just, oh, it was so good. It blew me away. It was so delicious. And I've had pretty good soups here and there. La Madeleine makes a really good one too, but not like this one. This one had like these big old chunks of the croutons. They were like cracker size. I mean, huge. And it was just so delicious. So I thought, I'm going to make one. And then I pulled out my soup cookbook and it called for the champagne. So I thought, well, then that'll give me an excuse to buy some bubbly for tonight and we can ring in the new year. Debbie, how are you? I'm so glad you guys joined me over at my Facebook auction yesterday. Thank you guys for doing that. I so appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. That was kind of impromptu as well. Wasn't really expecting to do one by the week, but during the week, but we did. You were expecting an evening dress. Believe me, I looked for one, Vanessa. Look, but I've got my glittery. Remember these I pulled out of the jar? What was it, 2 jars ago? They have rhinestones all right here, and then they have those little, what do they call these chains? Serpentine, the really sparkly ones. I really like them. And then I'm wearing this little choker piece, which you can't quite see it against the black, but it's black and clear and gold bars, and then black again. I love that. So I was going to wear an evening dress. I went to look in the garage for my eBay inventory, and I found some Versace jeans that I have not listed. That will never fit me, even in my dreams. I found some, what is that store, BB or Bebe or whatever, Bebe, BB? I don't know. Some people call it BB. I found some velvet jeans in there too that I haven't listed. But I was looking for this sparkly thing I had, and I think I sold it on Posh. It kind of had the same kind of sparkle as my beautiful slippers that I showed the other night. Aren't those gorgeous? I found them at 60% off. They're Uggs. They are so bougie and fun. So I'm kind of faking it a little bit, guys. I have slippers on, but I have sparkly all over, and I have some sparkly jeans. See, they have like a little band leader stripe here of can you guys see it? Band leader, there it is, of sequins. I've worn them once. I've worn them once to Chicago about 2 years ago, and I have not had the occasion to wear them again. But today's the occasion. It's a new year. It's fabulous to be with you guys, and that's why I'm here. Thank you so much, Debbie. Hi, Miriam. Happy New Year to you as well. So, yeah, I did go and look for something fancier. I wanted glitter, but then I thought, well, I'll just glitz up with jewelry. I mean, isn't that what we love about jewelry, that it just dresses anything up, like that white t-shirt back there? It's nothing but a plain white t-shirt on that mannequin. Yeah, so that's what I did. Samantha, how are you? Happy New Year to you as well. Where did you get those slippers? I got them at either Dillard's, because I shop Dillard's, Macy's, and Neiman's for their 70% off. And I think I got them at Dillard's, and they were 70% off. They're UGG. They're the UGG brand. They have quite a few different kinds of slippers. They have some that have like a little strap in the back, like a stretchy one, and all those were on clearance too. Like a stretchy, what's it called? A slingback slipper. But I can never wear those slingbacks. They never, ever stay on. Hi, Miss Chris. Happy New Year. Thanks for being here. Yes, absolutely. I know 2021 is going to get better. It has to get better. We've been through the mill and back, guys. We've only got one way to go, and that's up. UGG has come along. I know UGG has some really cute. I mean, I love their boots. I don't care how ugly they are. There's nothing like them. There really isn't. You especially, you're not supposed to wear socks. You may know that because that fights the wicking properties of the material itself. But when I discovered my first pair, I don't care what they look like. There's nothing like those. I really wanted to sleep in them like the very first time I ever bought them. So I'm so glad they came out with slippers, and now they even have the waterproof ones and all that good stuff. Hey, Miss Karen, how are you? Kareen, is it Kareen or Karen? I'm so glad you're here from Sydney. You're already in January 1st, aren't you over there? Merry Christmas as well. I don't think I've spoken to you in a while, so Merry Christmas as well. I'm drinking just some plain red wine right now because I'm trying to convince Robert to open my bottle of champagne, and he said he might. He's being silly. He said he might do it for me because those things are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll pop my eye out. And I'm drinking it really low key in a jam jar of Bonne Maman. Bonne Maman, yeah, Bonne Maman jelly. We love this jelly. And I think I read somewhere or saw a movie where the Italians were drinking their wine just out of jelly glasses, and I just thought it looked so cool. And you know me, copycat. So that's what I'm doing. And they're big and wide, and you can aerate it and all that good stuff you're supposed to do with wine, right? Happy New Year, Denise. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. It really helps grow the channel. I'm hoping to hit my 15K this year. I'm barely going on 14. But that's one of my goals, is to hit the 15. Do you know that I had gotten some rings from a company? Beautiful rings. I don't know if you recall. One was a mermaid and one was a beautiful, like a band of, I think they're crystals or white sapphires or something like that. And I had promised to give one out when I hit 15. Gosh, I didn't know it was going to take so long. That's going on a year and a half already. So hopefully you guys need to please help me out. Share this video. Always give it a thumbs up. Always comment if you happen to watch a recorded video, because that helps YouTube spread it out there and more people will discover it. So then I can give away that ring. It's been a while. Denise, how are you? Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. I put my makeup on just for you. Just for you guys. I really did. I sat around with no makeup all day. Did some grocery shopping online. I went yesterday. I was craving a hamburger, and I was like, I don't feel like ordering it from Grubhub and spending the extra $5 or $6 that you have to spend. So I went, but it's been pouring rain for 2-3 days. Today's my daughter's birthday too, guys. She never goes out on this date. My eldest daughter, she never goes out on this date for her own reasons. But yeah, she had a birthday today. So I shopped for her this morning, talked to her. But other than that, it's just been low key. And like I said, yesterday I went out and it was so awful, so rainy. I felt so threatened just driving. I mean, honestly, because I could not see. And I just went from here to like maybe 4 blocks down the road to pick up a Whataburger. Happy New Year to you as well, Don Rush. So I thought today, you know what? I'm just going to continue to do my shopping online. I don't want to go. And I had to put rain boots on just to slosh around outside to get to my car. And then it was just such a horrible experience. Honestly, it really is. I just don't like driving just to go get one thing. I really don't mind paying the $5 to have someone bring it to me. No one can make you. People have allergies. People have what is she's Biden is saying COVID shots will be mandatory. I dread it. I'm so afraid. I have so many health issues, and I could. Don't believe everything you read, Sanja. Okay, let me just try to alleviate some of that worry. Be sure that you check several sources before you start believing about what somebody said that somebody said, unless you heard it straight from his mouth. Let's not even go political right now because there's just so much misinformation out there. Let's just talk about the good things. I think we can all navigate our way through this coming year with positivity if we really try and stay on that path. Don't get yourself into a corner where you think everything's going to be negative for you or everyone's out to get you or something like that, because we can all do that to ourselves. I do that to myself all the time, even at work. Even at work, I start thinking, oh, I'm not doing this good enough, or this parent is thinking that, or maybe I should have done it this way. And you can only do your best. Thank you so much. These are some that came out of a jar. What is loose here? Oh, I'm picking up jewelry from the table. These actually came out of a jar. They're super cute. I think they're 70s or 80s. Let me show them to you. They have like little swirls. Actually, the chains swirl around. Then they have a dangle of rhinestones down the center. They're so 80s, right? 70s, 80s. Very much gala. I was telling my husband, he was helping me look for an outfit to wear tonight, guys, in the garage. And I said, I need something gala. Or as they say in Spanish, I love the way the sound of it in Spanish. I learned this when I was selling clothing. What is it called? Traje de gala, which means, a gala outfit. I think it sounds so beautiful. So I told my husband, I need to find a traje de gala in my garage. He's like, what? What is that? So we were both hunting, but we didn't find it. I think I sold it on Posh. I think it was, like I said, it kind of looked like my UGG shoes, but it was a top. And it was the same color sequence, kind of like a confetti color, like every color in the rainbow on the top. But I think I did finally sell it. It's so funny, but Posh picked up for me this year, and I've been ignoring it like crazy. Do you guys sell any clothing over on Posh? I've been ignoring it like crazy, but I think just maybe some of the people that follow me on YouTube and maybe at my Facebook auction have been finding my things over there, because I sold a handbag over there, a beautiful Salvatore. You've seen it. I know you've seen it in my What's in My Bag videos. My Salvatore Ferragamo, beautiful bag that I bought once at Last Call at Neiman's. And I know I had that bag. Gosh, it's a classic 90s bag. Yeah, since my kids were small, since my elder kids were small, and I had it forever. I took absolute beautiful, pristine care of it, because you know how I respect my bags. But I think I had it listed on Posh probably 3 or 4 years, and it sold about 2 days ago. I was so excited. And I almost didn't sell it. I really had. She had been offering me, she'd been making offers for probably 3 months, and I just wouldn't budge. I wouldn't budge very much. And finally, I thought to myself, it's just going to sit there. It's just going to sit there, and I'm not using it as much as I should. And I just, I don't take out that kind of a tailored bag that often. My Louis Vuittons and those, I just throw things in them. They're canvas, and you can kind of treat them a little bit rougher than you can a fine leather bag, especially one like that was like a tan, a very light tan. So yeah, it definitely went. You have such good luck on finding such treasures in the jars. I do. I am going to open one in a little while, guys. If you want, we can open this one. I'm very curious about this one because this one was like $2. And sometimes no, it was 6 because it was 12 and then it was half price. Remember at that Texas Thrift? I hadn't even seen them. I'd been going to the racks where they put a lot of jewelry hung up. And as I was checking out, the guy says, you look like you might appreciate some jewelry in a jar or something to that effect. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I think, I looked through, it didn't look that impressive to me, but I thought it would make a good content video anyway. So, and then he said they're half price, so I couldn't resist that. Of course, I took it. So, yeah, but I've had my share of mediocre jars. I think we all have. Someone once commented that, and it's probably true, that at the end of the day, when you spend all this money on these jars, you wind up, spending what you would have spent on a pair of sterling or gold jewelry at the end of the year. Happy New Year to you, Miss Julie. I hope 2021 is awesome for you. Thanks for being here. Here's a toast to a happier, healthier year in 2021. Love and best wishes to Thelma and her lovely viewers. Thank you so much, Miss Lady Rain. You're sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Kelly, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that super sticker. That's so cute. I love it. Look at the hearts. You've never bought a jar and never even seen. I know. You don't see them in Florida but you know who was in Florida? Wasn't the jewelry nurse in Florida and she found some jars? But I guess not on your side of Florida. But I thought she said she found some when she went for Christmas out that way. I'm not sure. Thank you so much, Kelly Minton. I appreciate that super sticker there. It was West Coast. Oh, okay. Because I thought someone said all of Florida doesn't have. Well, I'll tell you what, Houston, maybe the smaller towns, but the big cities in Texas, San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi. Well, that's a fairly big city. They do not have jars in there. They may have them at Salvation Army, but their Salvation Army are kind of sad. They're not very, they don't have really good stuff. But their Goodwills do not carry it. They direct you directly to a poster to the online store. That's where they take all of their jewelry. So yeah, it's really crazy, but no jewelry jars at all. So this is another reason why I grabbed them, because I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if it happens here one day too. They just, I don't know. They make a lot of money on them though. I'll tell you what, especially the one by my house. They charge $100. They really do. So anyway, I had some cheese and crackers for you guys. But like I was saying, my cat did a horrible thing today. He got a hold of my cheese tray. I was so upset. I was so upset because it looks so beautiful. It looks kind of dismal right now. It really does, kind of, ugh. But it looks so much nicer. And he just grabbed, I don't know. I saw him licking one of them, and that's the one I just threw away the whole thing. I'm making you hungry. Do you like brie? This is brie. I love brie. This is such a good brie. I really love it. What'd you have for dinner, Vanessa? Me too. Penny, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I made a dinner. It was okay. It was okay. I don't know. Sometimes I just make things and I'm not really feeling like eating it, and it doesn't seem as good to me. I made a pork loin, and I just felt like, I really wanted cheese and crackers. That's honestly what I wanted. I've been craving brie and Gouda and stinky cheeses, blue cheeses. I love them. I just love them, and I think that's what I wanted. You had tacos, fried tacos. Okay, tell us about the fried tacos. Are they like you put them in a corn shell and then you deep fry them, or do you roll them like a little flauta, like a flute, and then fry them like that? Patsy, Happy New Year. I love you. I know. Believe me, I was so mad, Patsy, at that cat. You don't even know, because I had already told someone, make sure the cat is not around my food. And yeah, so I almost locked him outside, but I decided not to do that. Oh my God. Fold them in half and fry. Okay. I did watch this girl on YouTube who would do that with her tacos. She does. You love the gargonzola cheese. Oh, I love that one too. That's like a blue cheese, isn't it, Vanessa? This brie is the triple cream president, I think. It's really, really tasty. I love it. Well, I was going to try to make that onion soup with the Gruyere on top. But that's the one the cat was licking. And of course I cut it, and made it look really pretty on the tray. So I had to throw that one away. I'm going to have to buy some more tomorrow. Does anybody have a recipe for onion soup? Let's open a jar, guys. Let's have some fun. Let's open a jewelry jar while we're here. You're going to get some yogurt, get some cheese. Get some brie cheese and crackers. These crackers are really good too. Oh, I know. I was so mad at my beautiful cat. And then he comes and sits on my sofa. Like nothing happened. That's why cats live so long. They worry about nothing. There's some ribbon in here or something. Oh, some of this organic. You're not going to be able to see the jewelry, so we know that. We're just doing it for fun, okay? It's not about the jewelry. It's just about the fun tonight. We're going to just open this little jar because it was only $6. There's a watch in there. Gargonzola. Your ex-husband made Spam tacos. I'll bet they were. You know, it's so funny. I used to like Spam when I was younger. I used to like Spam and potted meat and that kind of stuff. I dropped. But one time we bought some Spam and I thought it was so salty. I don't know why. And they say that your palate, gets a little weaker as you get older, but it seems so salty to me. You love Spam too? My husband loves it fried with some eggs, with some over easy eggs. Happy New Year to you, Miss Lynn. I think I saw Jen Bennett in here too. Thank you guys so much for being here. Susie Dominguez, nacho fries are back. Oh, nacho fries. From where? Jack in the Box? Guys, have you tried that avocado spread from Starbucks? What did I order the other day? I ordered one of those breakfast wraps when we were still in school. I was still working. And the guy offered some of the avocado spread. It just came in a tube or some kind of thing. It was so good. It was like really, really good. And those wraps are really good. I really like them. Looks like 50 people are here. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. I know many of you are busy doing other things, maybe even just calling it a night, but I got to wait till midnight, guys. I have some champagne in the fridge, and hopefully my husband will open it up. Well, anyway, it's really good, and so are those wraps. I forget what they are. I think it's like a mozzarella and spinach wrap that I like, and then he offered the avocado spread for it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. It's delicious. Kristen Stokes, Happy New Year to you as well. Merry Christmas as well. Hope your holidays were fabulous. This is actually nice. This looks like a Napier piece. Looks a little heavy, but Napier, I think, does the hook. This is like a little jump ring. That's just some white beads. So you guys like the jewelry tonight? You see how all you need is a canvas, black canvas, and put on the bling, right? Oh, this is what was in this. This is 2 bracelets. $6 for the jar. They're acrylic, but they're super cute. They look a little Mardi Gras. They're all kinds of I guess more like primary colors. Thank you, Vanessa. I do too. I knew I was going to wear these earrings when I saw them. Spin wheel wraps are yummy. Where are those from? Yeah, I didn't even enjoy my pork loin as much as I think I was just craving this cheese, honestly, and crackers. Another stretch. Shells. Multicolored. It's got like, I think they're crystal. In between, can you see it? And no, I know you can't see the jewelry as much as you'd like to see it. But this is just a hangout, guys. We're just having fun today. You lived through me. Sam's Club or can be made at home. Did I get any ideas on my onion soup because my sister swears I've made it before, but I don't remember ever making it. I know I've seen Julia Child make it, Martha Stewart. I have a soup cookbook. That's the one I'm going to use because it seems fairly simple, and it did call for champagne. So that gave me the excuse to order the champagne for tonight. Because, oh, this is cute. Hey, the guy may have steered me the right way. Look at this. It's like a coral color. This really pops, even more than the one I'm wearing. Maybe I should wear that one. What do you think? It's got coral stone color on it. Gold tone. That is nice. I think I'll put that one on. Might as well. I was thinking maybe I'll just put on everything from the jewelry jar as we go along. That'll be fun. You had some blue cheese too? I'm probably the only one in my family who likes blue cheese. And I do make my own blue cheese dressing. Nobody else likes it. When I make the wings that we were talking about the other night, I like it with my homemade blue cheese dressing. Yeah, it's really cute. I like it. This is nice. It's carbonated. I want to drink it down like a spray. The champagne. I know. It can be tasty. It really can. I had a friend who would make really good champagne cocktails, but I don't really know how to make those. I don't think I've ever made those. But she used to always have she's a great bartender. A great hostess, actually. She's a great cook, too. I think I've seen these around before many times. They're kind of, I don't know, I guess maybe a prayer bead style with a tassel. Cooking black-eyed peas for tomorrow. Greens and ham tomorrow. Awesome. Cornbread, too. Oh, my gosh. Send me some, Miss Julie. These are brown wood beads. That sounds so good. You're the only one that loves blue cheese as well. The smellier, the better. I know. And I mean, to me, the wings just call for it. I can have it with the ranch. The others that eat my wings like the ranch dressing with it. But to me, the true purist, you got to have it with the blue cheese. And that's what the recipe calls for. So that's how I do. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Hey, this is not a bad jar. I've already made my $6. More than $6. Look at this. It has like a little shell and something else there. What is it? Some kind of charms. And it's kind of an antique. Okay, it's a sea star and a turtle. And the sea star is blue, and then there's the turtle. And then there's a little, like a conch or some kind of a shell. That's a cute one. Looks like a Lucky Brand, but it doesn't have the little shamrock. That's cute. I love this one. Hi, Dee Piper. How are you? Happy New Year. I'm so glad you're here. All right, what else do we have here? Keep an eye on your eBay stores if you have. The junkie folks are starting to shop. Yes, that's the best time to shop. I'm telling you, I think my my eBay store really picked up. My eBay store and my Poshmark. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh, let's try this one on. I can't believe I paid $6 for this jar. This is amazing. It really is. It's a turquoise color. It's like let's see if I can turn this light a little bit on me. Rhinestone, opalite colors around it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is really nice. This is regal. With this one, you probably would need the earrings. Can you guys see that? Oh, that's cute. $6? Man, you see how you can't tell with these jars? That's why they're so addicting. I didn't even see this. I saw that watch. It's the only thing that stood out. And the watch hasn't even popped out yet. Yes, this one is cute. It's got a jump ring that's a little tricky, though. There it goes. Let me show you that. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. It's like a turquoise color, black, and then these are like I don't know, they're flexible, like a little, what would you call that? Almost spring-like. And then these, none missing, are like opal-like colors. That is super, super duper. It is. It's really cool. All right, so here's the watch. The watch is digital. It looks like it's a Timex. It's super cute. I can't see it very well. Let me look at it under here. Am I looking at it right? No, this way. This is the weirdest loop. I can't even see it. I don't know. I think it's a Timex. It's really cute, though. It's pink, neon. Very cool. Angela Kendall. Happy New Year. Another stunner, guys. Look at this. Now I have to put something on. Look at this. This, it may be missing one in the middle, but I think we can just move things around. Look at that. That is cute. About 3 statement necklaces in there. Time takes a look and it keeps up. Timex does, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a really overstretched, interesting bracelet. Look at the beads on that. They're like little fans of pearls. Can you see that? And at one time, I guess it was a really nice, cute bracelet, but it has been stretched. So that's going to go. That's going to go in a crafter lot. Let me put my beautiful necklace back on. This is a Chico's, I think, the one I had on. No, it's a White House Black Market. Oh, it's nice. I forget what I have over in my hoard of jewelry. Crackers here and there at the same time. You hear the firecrackers? I know. Look, if I shorten it, you can see it better. There you go. I should wear it shorter with this neckline, or if you're wearing like a boat neckline, it would look really cool. Hi, Ashara. How are you? I am in my magical jewelry lair. Right behind there is just business as usual, though. That's where I sleep, right behind that divider. But I had to keep it separate because, you know, I'd be thinking about what I need to do when I look over here. So I had to shut it away. Isn't it a beautiful piece? It really is. I love the gold bars on it too. Okay, this is interesting, guys. This is a little tiny stationed style with really pretty crystals. I love this. This is cool. There's a little tangle at the end, but we can get that out. Look how pretty. Isn't that darling? Long, very nice. Very interesting things in here, guys. Almost gone. Different rooms, right? Yeah, I know some people. Oh my gosh, look at this. I know some people that are one room apartment dwellers, and they do YouTube content. And it's just amazing. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of visual illusion when you see it on video, but she's got her room divided so nicely with a couple of these. And then, you know, some of the ones they make nowadays come with like 4 or 5 panels, and they just look so nice. Her kitchen's on the other side. You can't see it. Her bedroom, well, she doesn't have a bedroom. That is her bedroom, is divided like that. Look at this huge thing. It is just a lot of fun here, guys. This is really a lot of work here. I wish you could see it better, but like I said, we're just hanging out tonight. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's got chains. It's got some knit stones in there. It's like an antiqued color, and it's got more draping of rhinestones. These are just rhinestone drapes by the yard there. Anyway, but yeah, she does that with her room dividers, and it just looks so cool. Okay, this might be one of those earrings. I don't know. This is strange. It's a little tangle. It looks like about 50 people joined, 60 people now. Awesome. Hit that thumbs up, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you do soon. Tonight would be nice. Where does this go? I don't know. It's got like pink hair in it. It's like maybe it belonged on an earring and then that drapes somehow. Maybe that goes around your ear. So tonight would be a nice time to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I know, most definitely with the necklaces, right? Look at this, conchos. This one, it has to be reattached, but look how sweet. It's just 3 conchos right there. Cute. Silver tone. So that'll fit like that. Isn't that cute? Can you guys see that? That's cute. That looks painful. The big one? No, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, the earring, yes. Let's look at this, though. This is so amazing. This is an amazing necklace. It really is. I'm so afraid to move things. Yesterday, I actually broke a glass, a cup, a beautiful milk. Oh, look how beautiful this necklace is. This one. This is strewn with rhinestones and then these knit turquoise colored. They're glass too. I'm going to investigate this thing. It is so awesome. All right. It really is. Heavy but beautiful. Ooh, that is a statement piece. Oh, here's a locket. Look at this little locket. Looks like a gold filled vintage. It is definitely vintage. I don't see a mark right now, but we're in the dark. But it does have some nice etching. I'm sure you can't see it. And it's a little locket, and it's missing the bail. Any markings? Well, I can't see it now because we're in the dark. Let me turn on my phone, see if I see anything. Sometimes I can see and use this as a better loop than the loops. The loops can be very troublesome. You know what? It's got an area like a little band or a ribbon that appears to have some initials engraved. Let me look on the inside. Somebody put a piece of paper on the inside. Like maybe a note. I love finding these sentimental pieces. There, I think it says Bobby. It says Bobby on the ribbon. Oh, sweet. What's the best brand of loop to buy? Well, it's interesting. I bought this one and I love it. I don't really care if they have lights or not, but this is the one I have, the LED loop, and it does have a light. Some people like that because the light will help you see better. Plus, some of them have the ultraviolet, so you can check your amber that will fluoresce. So I like this one, and this is a really heavier one. I feel like it's better made than some of the other ones they offer on Amazon. And then, of course, I have the smaller ones. These are only like $10, and they do the job. But I don't know. I just like having a bigger one, and I think it's a stronger magnification too. So that's really what I go for. I just got my husband a magnifying lamp. He loves it because he fixes my jewelry. And he had one that he had found somewhere, probably dumpster diving, and then it broke. So we had to replace it, and we did. So I love that one. P&P Family Vlogs. How are you? Happy New Year. This is an interesting little piece that reminds me of some sterling that I've had. Plus, there's a tangled chain in here. But I don't know. You guys have probably seen this style too. It almost looks like liquid silver. This is a big knot, so I'm going to wait on that one. I'll give you an update. But this one has like the little beads and then the little almost spaghetti-like swirls. I've seen this necklace in sterling, but I've also seen it in silver tone. this style. So I'm going to look at that one pretty carefully. And here comes the chain that's tangled. See that? And the chain tangled in there. I don't want to pull it right now though. But I'm not sure if this is a sterling one or not. Let me check. Since we got the loop out. So everyone stayed home tonight? That's what they told us to do, right? Stayed home with your families? That's good. My daughter's having a friend come over. She comes over all the time. It's just Silver Tongue. She's coming over for a little while. I'm glad she's coming over and my daughter's not going out. I always worry when they go out. Oh, this is cute. I think this is just part of an earring. I think it was, I don't know if the other one could be in there. It's like a little question mark. Cute. That one's cute. But that was it, guys. That was not a bad jar at all, right? For the price. Not a bad jar at all. Hi, Donatella. How are you? Happy New Year. Oh, Donatella, I could not even finish watching your video. I got so excited. I have to relax and sit down and watch it. Your excitement was just so amazing. And it just brought so many thoughts to my head about accumulating things and how, you know, people don't see the value in some of those things, including that family. That, guys, if you don't know Donatella, get to know her channel. It's a great channel. And she not only does auctions here on YouTube, but she does amazing content all the time. She's always teaching and learning. And so it's fun to watch her. She found an estate sale, I believe it was, where they were letting her have her pick of the home. And the home was like walking into a time machine of the 70s with homages to Elvis. I love the curtains from the bedroom too, Donatella. Everything you were looking at, I was in love with. The marble tables, the console TV. We used to have a console TV. I remember that. All that stuff is just, I mean, really beautiful. And I hope you get it all at a wonderful price. It was really, really an exciting video. I have to rewatch it again. I think I'm going to slow it down because you were so excited about it. It was fabulous. I'm taking the curtains to my bedroom. They were amazingly cute. They're so pretty. Yeah, and that coat. Oh my gosh, she found this coat, guys. It looked like something Yoko Ono would have worn in the 70s. I mean, it was fur with like, what do you call that? Ostrich feathers on the cuff. Amazing. And definitely that other Coco, what was it? That jacket with the sequins. I've actually got a magazine that I was just looking at from 1984 that has that jacket. I don't know if it's the same designer because, as you know, many times designers will put something out and then it'll go to the masses and you'll see it at Stewart's, or what they used to call Stewart's back then, or the Limited, or things like that. So I'll have to look, but I know that several people have talked about that particular jacket. So do some research on it and on the designer that was on the label. Is beautiful, that for the Coco Cabana and all that. It's just an amazing, amazing piece. And as a matter of fact, I saw a YouTuber feature that jacket in her video not too long ago. She sells vintage wear. But again, I think I've seen Bob Mackie do one. I have to check the magazine. I don't remember if it was a Bob Mackie that was in that Vogue magazine that I have, but I'll check. And I know you mentioned the designer, so yeah, absolutely. Fabulous. I hope you have absolute wonderful luck with that. That's what a way to open your new year, right? To start your new year with that wonderful find. Congratulations. That was great. That was really great. I should be having some Grand Marnier, but I'm having red wine. Really nice cab. But I think I am going to open that bottle of champagne in a little while. Is it midnight yet anywhere, guys? Where are we? It's still early in California. It's 10. We still have an hour left in the East Coast. So that'll be fun, 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 fun. Donna, are you going to go live in a little while? I thought I saw you. Are you doing something tomorrow? It's 11 Eastern. Yeah, so you guys have an hour. Awesome. Well, we've been on about 50 minutes. I don't want to hold you too long. Did you do something special tonight, Donatella? You cook dinner or anything? Did somebody take you out to eat? Your restaurants are shut down though, right? Ours aren't shut down. They're not shut down. The bars are, but the bars are serving dinner now, so they're finding loopholes. Um, but I know that the restaurants, and they're having like seating capacity limits, so you have to make a reservation and all that. So they're trying to be conscious that way. You're selling from the estate tomorrow? Oh, that's going to be awesome. What time? Oh my gosh, it's going to be competitive. Don't tell anybody. Shh, 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 shh. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, but do tell us what time. I think I saw your thumbnail, but I don't recall, so that we can check it out. I have dibs on that jacket. My husband cooks steaks for the family. Fabulous. Wonderful. Well, all the best to the family and your husband, of course. All the best to the new year. You start an instructional sign again on January 4th. I hope it's the beginning of a good year. I hope so too, Miss Kimberly. I think it will be. I think we just have to count our blessings. And again, the most wonderful and important, rather, the most important thing to count as a blessing is our health, and that we're here to bring in a new year. Hi, Judy Lee. It's 9:54 over there. Where are you? I think it's 9:54 here. We're Central Time. Yes. Yes. Nearly 3 p.m. in Australia. On the 1st, right? In Australia, you're already on the 1st of January, right? Oh, good, good. Thank you for subscribing, Miss Amy. Did you subscribe to mine as well? Be sure and share our channels as well, guys. Always share them. If you're on Facebook, grab a link. If you'll look on the screens, there's a little area where it says share, and you copy that link and you just say, hey, guys, I found these wonderful channels on YouTube. Put them over on Facebook, put them on Twitter, wherever you can, because it's all about growing the channels. It's really that way. That's the way you do it, word of mouth. Hey, Miss Lori, Happy New Year. I'm so glad you're here. You are, where are you again? I don't remember. What state are you in? I want to say South also. Well, let me know. You have, Miss Amy? Well, thank you so much, Amy Moss. I appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys. I have grown the channel quite a bit this year. I'm very grateful for it. I really, really am. It's been a long time on here. I've enjoyed every second of it. Believe me, it hasn't, really fazed me. I'm just grateful for the ones that I have that show up, that are so loyal and always show up for the jewelry unjarrings and the ride-alongs and even the heart-to-hearts. And, whatever I've done, I've always had somebody who appreciates it, with even cutting my hair in the bathroom. We've done those too. What's in my bag. I just, I could easily make another channel, but I don't see the need for that. I really feel like this is kind of my online journal, my online journey, so to speak, as well. I didn't always do jewelry. I always brought jewelry into my hauls. I did thrift hauls quite a bit. That's what brought me to YouTube, was watching people do thrift hauls. I accidentally ran into someone doing a thrift haul, and that was Graveyard Girl. And that was when we were actually looking for ways to interview for jobs for my daughter. And she had posted a video about going to, I think, Forever 21. And it just came up, and I started watching her and fell in love with her. Like 11 million people now watch her. But when I was watching her, she didn't have that many subscribers. She was just growing, but she's fabulous. And then as I started to watch her channel, it was feeding me new channels and new videos, and one of them was thrift haul. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm a total thrift addict. I could do this. I want to share. And it's not so much that I wanted to do it to be, to gain any kind of notoriety or fame or anything like that. But as I've explained in many of my videos, only a person who gets excited about thrifting can understand the excitement, like Donatella's excitement today when she found all those beautiful things, because she knows she's going to be able to make a profit. She knows she's going to be able to enjoy some of those things herself. And only a person who likes to do that thing can understand the excitement and the joy one feels when we run into that. So that's what prompted me to start this channel. And as I said, that's what keeps me going, whether I had, 20 views. It took me, I don't know, maybe 2 months to even make 20 subscribers. But those subscribers kept asking me to do videos and would request certain videos and always made wonderful comments. And of course, later came all the negativity as well. But as many people, keep reminding us, is don't focus on the negative, focus on those who show up and support your channel and have nothing but good things to say. Even if there's a critique in there, they always sandwich it with something nice, and that's what's important. Just looking towards that. And that's what I appreciate about all of y'all. Y'all have just been an absolute godsend. Exactly. Nothing like the treasure hunt. And my sister was in here in the chat, and she knows too that I love to thrift. She's never going to share that love with me. She loves for me to share the things that I find. As if I find something for her, she loves it when I say, "Oh, look, this is perfect for you. This is, you should get it," or whatever. But I've barely drug her in, maybe 3 times in our lives, to a thrift store, because it is not her thing. She loves to go bargain shop at other places, but that's just not her thing. But when someone shares that love, that's the only reason. That's what kept bringing me back to making videos, is the excitement and the reinforcement of the pleasure people got of seeing the treasure hunt, seeing what you find, and knowing that they can find it too. You love the Antique Roadshow? Me too. I love that one. I really do. And I love when people find things that they still, that maybe it belonged to an aunt or something, a relative or whatever, and they don't really care. They just love it because it belonged to that particular person, but somebody else may have prompted them to seek out the value of it. And that happens all the time to me too. I find things that someone else can say, "That's hideous. Why would you even want that?" But it brings me joy. It's something I like. Yeah, that's a great one. You've been thrifting your whole life. No one gets it but you. Exactly, Lori. Exactly. Because I certainly didn't grow up with thrifting parents or anything like that. Not even garage sales. I think I've told this story as well. My best friend here in Houston, when I moved to Houston, I made a friend as we both worked at a barbecue restaurant. I was doing some part-time work there and just gravitated towards her. We became friends. She took me to a Goodwill. She took me to the what they call the flagship Goodwill, which I've been trying to get you back over there for the longest time. And I tried to find it the other day, and I don't know why my GPS took me all over Houston, but there. She took me in there, and I was just hooked. First of all, I almost fainted with the smell of must and whatever it is that a thrift store sometimes has, because this was a huge place. But then I found this, and then I found that, and then I found jewelry, and then I found toys, and my kids were small, and toys that were brand new. And I mean, wow. So we were hooked. We would go all the time. We would probably go 2 or 3 times a week, honestly. The ladies would make fun of us and tell us, make snide remarks like, "Did you guys even wash the dishes today before y'all got here?" Because we were so hooked on thrifting. But it's just, it's something I've always liked to do. And I've always resold as well. I used to sell at flea markets long before eBay was even a thing. Long before eBay was born, I used to sell at flea markets because I've always been a collector. I know my hoard gets out of hand, and then I either want to go look for more, which I do, which I used to do a lot at the flea market too, go look for more and sell, my excess clothes with the price tags on them, right? Exactly. There's just nothing like it. And that's why all of this community is here, for all of our passions, whether it be cooking, cleaning. I love watching cleaning videos to inspire me to clean as well. Cooking, cleaning, thrifting. I like making my videos for people who appreciate what I do. You cut down on your cable bill, so I don't get pickers any longer. Oh, you don't? Yeah, I think you can still watch it on YouTube. Some of these are still available on YouTube. Not all of them. When the show is still running, I think you can only get certain episodes. Alex and Family on Curiosity Incorporated. Oh, that sounds like a good one. Is that like a family vlog? Ella Donna, you can find a lot on YouTube. Absolutely. Curiosity is amazing. I love him. Oh, I have to watch that. I have to watch that. That is fun. Yeah, I do a lot of viewing of some of the newer shows. As long as they've already gotten run on the primary platform, then very often they have them on YouTube. A lot of people like those. Who's been? Somebody was talking about watching the small houses, and my daughter. It's so funny because my 21-year-old is now hooked on watching those van life videos, and someone was talking about that recently. One of these kind of like luxury lifestyle vloggers that I like to watch as well. And she was talking about the van life and the small houses. And, everybody gets a little bit of something out of something. This is why I know it's good to niche down and everything, but there's also wonder and fabulousness in variety. I don't just watch one thing. I don't just watch thrifters. I don't just watch vintage people, people that like to collect vintage and antiques. I watch a lot of different things. I love I've told you guys as well, the art channels. I like to learn a little bit about art because I know nothing about it. I like to learn from the lectures at MIT and Harvard, and they put me to sleep because they go right over my head. But many of them, I gravitate towards something. I get something out of it. And even if they're talking about, physics and things that I've never learned, but I love listening to that. I really do. And just sitting there and watching the people that are studying that kind of thing and learning a little bit of this and a little bit of that is just it's priceless. Where else can you get that? Where else can you sit in on an MIT lecture or a Harvard lecture or a Yale lecture, but right here on YouTube? It's an amazing, amazing platform. People live in vans life in suburban or suburbia. People live in a van's life in suburbia. You love watching True History. Is that the name of the channel? I haven't seen that particular one, I don't think. Yeah, and I love refreshing my feed. I get tired of the same. And I mean, I'm sure that's what happens to my channel too. My subscriber count, that's it goes up, it goes down. I'm sure people come back to it later. I also like to do that. I will not watch people. I'll get tired of watching them, and then I'll be, you know what? I haven't seen her in forever. I'm going to go check her out. And then I'm like, why did I ever leave her? She's so fun. And but the planner community was another one. I was really into the planner community. Watched tons and tons of planner videos, and then I didn't pick up a planner for a year, so I didn't watch it. But I go back to them. I really do because there's always like the New Year's coming, so I really want to get to bullet journaling again, or at least appreciating the idea of the planner. It's so important, and I did use one. I'm starting to use it this year. At the end of the month, I picked up one green one that I showed you from my What's in My Bag video. I'm pretty much just doing it as a to-do list, and then I try to plan like for the month what I want to accomplish in January. So I'll write that down, and then my to-do for that day. And it feels so good to scratch out those things that were accomplished, like registering my car, getting my license plate registered, which I thought I was going to do, but then it turned out I needed this other paper that I left it in my office, in my classroom. So, but then my husband told me I could do it online anyway, because all the information is already in the, what did he say? When they inspected the car. So all of that was in my planner. And yeah, that's what's so great about those things, So if you haven't checked out certain YouTubers, go back and check them. See if they're still here. You're moving to Arizona? You know what? I had a neighbor like that. They would move every 4 years. And the daughter was in the swim team with my youngest daughter. And yeah, that's what they would do. The husband was a chef, gourmet chef, always worked for 4-star restaurants or 5-star restaurants, whatever it may be. And then they had a catering business as well. Hey, Mike, Happy New Year. Thanks for being here to Crazy Card. And they would move every 4 years. It was interesting. You love moving too, Donatella? That seems like such a fabulous thing to do. It really does. But it was quite interesting. The kids had gotten used to it. At that time, I think my daughter was 10, and that little girl that was her best friend was 10, but she had a brother that was probably 14. And then I think they had a younger sister, about 4. So the kids already knew they were going to go to school for so many years here, and then they were going to move up somewhere, move up and out somewhere else. And I think they moved to, where did they move? I think they moved to the Carolinas from here, and they had come from, I believe they had come from California. A vision board works for you. You can't believe I did one with Oprah, talked about it. You really? Yeah, I had tried doing that with my reselling business, and I kind of got lazy with it, but it works. Those reinforcement, and what are they called? Reinforcement loops. They really work. They really do. You just have to work them like anything. If you don't work it, it's not going to work. But I am getting back into the planner. I really, that, and I talked to you last week, or I've been posting on my Instagram. Be sure and follow me on Instagram, guys. It is Thelma Thrift, also on Instagram. I've been talking there about wearing a watch, and I'm wearing one tonight. I'm trying to be really faithful to wearing a watch. I'm wearing another vintage. This one also winds up and also works. I'm really happy when they work. I have found these in jars. They've turned out to be gold. Some of them have turned out to be plated. Some of them are just Timexes. I love the wind-ups, though. This is another one, but they're holding me accountable. They really are. I'm looking at my watch and not looking at the device, because the device makes me want to look at my email. Then it makes me want to look at my Facebook. Then it makes me, and it's the ADD sets in, and I've defeated the purpose. So definitely committing to wearing a watch this year every single day, so that I'm aware of every hour of my day, every minute, what I'm doing, how long I'm taking. People do that in their bullet journals too. How long they're taking to do this, how long they're taking to do that. You shouldn't spend more than so much time on email, so much time on this or that. I actually have some students addicted to their emails. Honestly, one of the parents wrote to me and said, please, please, please keep an eye on him when he's in class, because he's addicted to email. I'm like, who do you email? He said, my friends. This is crazy. You love watches, Amy? Me too. Device rabbit holes, absolutely. Such an addiction for adults as well as kids. Keep your kids off the devices. Such an addiction, but I mean, they are absolute wonderful tools. We know that. But that's what I do to try to curb that. Wear the watch, do the planner. And just trying to make every minute count. You get to a certain age and you're like, time seems to fly. Time seems to go so fast. I really want to be accountable for my time. Hey, Debbie, what is Debbie saying? You sound like me and my husband, Donatella does. Most of the time we move 14 months. Wow, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Your husband left me a wonderful collection I bought for him, and now I'm wearing them. That's amazing. That's awesome, Amy. I love men's watches. I really do. They were really popular, right? Like around the 90s or 80s, everybody was buying men's watches, and then they started making the oversized faces for women as well. So it's 2021. Is it? It's already 2021 over there. We still got 2 hours here. They've proven that the sounds associated with our cell phones can be addictive. Something about dopamine. Absolutely. Yeah. Why do you think we keep looking for the likes and the thumbs up? And don't forget to give me the thumbs up, guys. Honestly, though. But no, it's true. It's absolutely true. And it's if we succumb to that, how do you think those young brains are? How do you think those young brains that are just developing all of that frontal lobe and all of that? That's exactly, that's why you can't go to a restaurant without seeing a 2-year-old looking at a loud cartoon when he could be learning some language, talking to his parents, talk about the menu or scribble with a crayon. At least Denny still has crayons, something, but it's honestly very sad. And you just kind of look and wonder, wow, I can understand that you need that. And I certainly have plopped my kids in front of a television. I'm not going to lie. I've plopped them in front of a television to look at cartoons while I finish cleaning the bathroom. But it's a whole different thing when they know exactly where to go and they refuse to give it up. There have been many times I've ran into kids having fits because they won't handle that. They won't hand over the phone back to mom. And they drop it and crack the screen and they have to go buy another one. Oh my gosh. But everything in what do you measured and in moderation. Yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering if I'm going to make 2 hours. If you're going to make it for 2 hours, Lori. Lori, did you tell me what state you were in? Because I missed it. But Happy New Year, honey. It's still New Year somewhere in Australia. It's already the first, right? I'm in Australia, but I could live in Houston. But I could live in Houston. I've been there for the rodeo. Really? Oh my gosh. Oh, how fabulous. I have so many people that I know that no longer enjoy the rodeo. I live for the rodeo. I love it. I absolutely love it. We canceled it for COVID. People are already talking about it. They're like, please bring our rodeo back. Please. It's so fabulous. We love it. We really do love it. Yeah, it is hot in Houston, but it has many, many wonderful things. You have the arts here. You have the most diverse city in the country here in Houston. I can't even tell you how many languages are spoken. In my school alone, I think they said there was like 50 something languages spoken. It's really, really a wonderful, wonderful city. You won't miss anything if you live here. There's not much to miss except maybe even the beach is down the road, but I don't know. I can't think. Maybe the snow. You might miss the snow. Who would miss the snow? How many of you snowbound people out there would miss the snow? Mike says Dale Earnhardt had a home in Palm Beach and worked on it briefly. Oh, nice. Yeah, Donna lives in a beautiful home. 2 more hours till New Year. You won 775 here on our radio. Really awesome, Shirley. Congratulations. Wow. I was tempted to buy the Powerball yesterday. We went to, again, I tried to go register my car. I still checked it out because I went and I did get my car inspected. So I crossed that out of my list. But I was missing the paper that they mail you that I didn't think I needed because I don't know. Anyway, but my husband said I can do it all online anyway now that I inspected the car. But as I was waiting at Kroger's, they had a big sign for the Powerball that was like 30 million, but I don't really do that. But gosh, I was tempted. You never know. You never know. I was so tempted to buy that. Ella Donna, supposedly no one is supposed to be in this city. 2 feet of snow here and you love it. Awesome, Leona. Love where you're planted, I always say. Where are you? I may have missed it. Never, ever. Debbie, you will never miss the snow? I know a lot of people that come from up north. Maybe they get to a certain age. I think my son is in Chicago. I think he loves it. I mean, I'm sure it's a pain sometimes when he has to shovel that snow, but I know a lot of people who do love it, and people that are in New York and they can't wait for that snow and they're praying for those white Christmases and all of that. You're getting snow after midnight in Missouri. Wow. We went through Missouri, I think, on our way to Chicago. I don't remember now what all the states we passed. Missouri. No, yeah, I don't remember now. I can't remember all the states we passed. That was a 10-hour drive, guys. Or was it 14? It was 14, I think. My husband drove 10 and I drove 4. You're excited for snow, Lori? Well, when are you going to get it? January, I guess. You got around 8 inches in Maryland, but it was gone in a week, almost 60. Wow, that's crazy. Verna says she spent 17 years in Florida for the winters. Funny not the spend new years with 250 people. No snow here yet, but I know it's coming. Well, you're in Canada. Prairie King girls. Guys, I'm so glad everyone is here talking about their place where they live and what they're doing. More than likely, when you get to Chinatown after midnight. Amy says, I go to Joseph's all the time for sausages. Where's Joseph's? Let's sell the house and move to a 55 plus. Really, Donatella? No, you wouldn't want to do that. Not yet. Not yet. You know, I wanted to sell my house, and then one of my friends told me, what are you gonna do with if you don't have a spare bedroom when the kids come over, the grandkids or whatever?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe I'll just go visit them." Sometimes I just really wanna go to a little townhouse with 1 or 2 bedrooms. Less to clean, right? Thank you, Leona. Thank you so much for being here. Then you moved home? So you didn't like the 55 plus? Oh, it's a supermarket near you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice. Italian sausages. Okay, I saw a wonderful garlic bread recipe with meatballs. Just the garlic bread, and then meatballs were on the side. You'll have to share some of your recipes one day, Donatella, if you cook. I love Italian food. I hate the snow. We already had too much here in North Texas. Really? Well, it's kind of messy in Texas, isn't it, with the snow? Because it doesn't really hang around that much. And do you get that much? I feel like we only get teasers. We've only gotten flurries here. Every 8 years or so, we get a couple of flurries, and we might build a little snowman about the size of this jewelry jar. That's about it. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Amy. Going back and reading some of the chat. Moon pie drop. Oh, I love moon pies. The only people allowed in Times Square are first responders, as they have special boxes set up for them. That's interesting. I'll have to watch that, see if they show that, how they're doing that. Everybody shows up. Has anybody been to Times Square when they do the Ring in the New Year? I never have. That's always been a dream of mine before COVID, of course. I hope New York comes back resounding. You're a Midwest girl, but you love Texas. You did it once and it was awful, Amy, honest? And you're from New York. I'll bet. Crowded, huh? I just want to go walk the streets of New York one day, but I don't know. Right now, everything seems so impossible, but I know it'll get better. I hope so. I hope economically everything goes better. It's kind of hard to recover from things like this, but um, we'll just have to pray about it. And really, that's all we can do. Pray about it and continue to vote your conscience. You cannot move, and then it takes an hour to get out there. I can imagine. That's one time I went to a place where it was so hard to move like that. I remember it was a concert or something. I got a little paranoid. And that was when we were hearing a lot about the mass issues, with terrorists and people driving into crowds and doing all kinds of horrible things. And so I just had this anxiety. I've never, ever felt an anxiety attack. I never knew what an anxiety attack was. Maybe it wasn't one, but I really felt like I was about to faint, and it was cold. It was February. I felt really hot, and I was so excited to be there. I wanted to, go where everyone was going and be a part of it. But then I stood back. I had to stand back. I went away. I moved away from the crowd and went and sat in some grassy knoll and just got away from the entire crowd. And I never wanted to go back. That was quite different for me because I love crowds. And I know things are different now, guys. I'm talking about 5 years ago or so. Um, But it definitely got me thinking about how we change physically in so many ways and psychologically in so many ways. And things that we used to like are not always the things that we're going to gravitate towards, or that. And maybe, like I said, the environment was different. I thought I wanted to be there, but then I started thinking about this and that. And then everyone was around you. And it really caused me some issues. Yeah, Donatella, you as well? I think that's it. It's just, and that's, believe me, even before this virus, long before we even heard the term virus going around, I felt this, I felt overcome by like a heat or something. And of course, like I said, it was February, it was cold. And just wanting to get like wanting to get away and like hating everybody. I was like hating everybody. I was like, why am I here? And I was looking for someone. That was the thing. I was supposed to meet up with my family there. And so that was even worse. I was like, where are they? Why are they not here? And then I was just texting them and trying to get together with them. It was awful. It was really, really awful. And I knew then that that's not something I want to repeat, is be trapped in a crowd ever again. That's the classic panic attack. And it's so funny that I've never, ever understood when someone spoke of one. It's kind of indescribable until you feel it, I guess. And I can't imagine people who feel that often where they really have to have, uh, they have to take medication and therapies and whatnot, and they know when they're coming. They kind of can anticipate them, when you've only experienced one in your life and you don't even know how to name it, honestly. You don't have, Lori says, I don't have a honey hole in Lee's Summit, though. Not yet, anyways. Mm, they're horrible. You had your first panic attack this year. It's awful. I'm sorry, Miss Amy. Oh, almost feel like you're going to have a nervous breakdown. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful because I felt like everyone was an enemy and everyone was out to get me. And why were they being this way? When they were just, I was doing the same thing. God, I don't know how many people were feeling that way about me. Panic attacks suck. I had one when I was 28, thought I was going to die. Oh my gosh, Mike, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Are any of you guys doing any reading this year that you've kind of committed to reading? Do you like to read? I've been reading a lot of history books. I think I mentioned to you guys I was reading one called Nam that I sold on Amazon for quite a bit of money. I don't know why it sold for so much money, but we couldn't find it because it's not a very big book. It might be double the size of my phone. And my husband looked for it and I looked for it, and he always finds the books that I can't find, even though I now have them in a system. And it's like it was meant not to be sold, because that book has touched me so much. It has changed my perspective on so many things. And yeah, it's about the Vietnam War, nothing about the history, just about the boys who went, men and women who went there, how they got there, why they got there, what they experienced, what they really experienced. And I'm in the middle of it right now in what they really experienced. And like I said, I was a young kid when this was going on in high school. In 75 was when the war ended, right? 74, 75. So to me, it was just something happening in the back burner, and we didn't have 24-hour news like we do now on CNN or wherever, if you want to call it news. We had media back then that was reporting on the 3 channels, but I never watched it. I was too busy being a high school kid, and prior to that, I was too busy being a middle school kid. So I'm rereading this history, and I'm going like, wow, what people are made of. What people are made of, and what we went through, and as a nation, as a country, all the different kinds of people that didn't go and didn't want to be there and did want to be there. And it's just an incredible book. So I'm really catching up on reading as well and enjoying that. Trying to put the device down and picking up books. books that I buy because I know I want to read them, and then I'm just like, oh, I don't have the time. Well, I have time. I have to make time. Do you, Kelly? Well, I hope they help. A good writer can make you feel like you're right there in their shoes, experiencing the same thing. Yeah, exactly. And this guy just let them speak. He let them speak in their own words. And boy, it just, it's, it's just an incredible book. I wish I could share it with everyone. But if you can buy a copy, buy it. It's just called NAM, N-A-M. I forgot who the author is. Your granddad was in World War One. Our neighbor's son was killed over there, and she came over and talked to my mom about it. It affected me so deeply. I know. I know. Well, my husband lost his 19-year-old brother there. And I thought the last paragraph I read, honestly, I thought, I wonder, and I know it's horrible to say this, but I wonder if that was not mercy for what I've read that those boys saw and did and encountered and suffered. I wonder if death was not mercy. Yeah, it is. It's heartbreaking. But sometimes you have to, really just look around you and see what we're made of, what we are made of. Hey, Moon Goddess Treasures, Happy New Year to you. War is horrible. War is hell. Your granddad lived to be 94. Fabulous. Well, we just celebrated my mother-in-law's, I think, 93rd birthday. My husband was so excited to go. That was awesome. Yeah, and she has lived through losing a son, 2 sons and a daughter, and that 19-year-old in Vietnam. I'm a writer. Miss Carrie Smith, you're a writer? It's hard to be honest when you're writing. It's not honest with yourself. Exactly, exactly. And it's so interesting when you get into a book that just captures you, right? And you just can't put it down. And I'm kind of a nonfiction person, but I'm trying to gravitate towards fiction and appreciating that very much, especially the historical novels. Happy New Year to you. Oh, thank you, Amy. I'm so glad you're here. I just thought we'd ring in the new year together. Yeah, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. But again, I've seen the movies, and you read that book, and you are like, wow, wow. Just like there's one part where he's talking about something so simple as this thing called a lungfish. I've never heard of a lungfish, but he said they had lungfish by this lake where they had to sleep, and these fish have lungs, and they breathe, and they make human breathing noises. And he said he was like between sleep and wake because he can't really sleep. And just that picture in my head of a fish making the noise of a breathing person, and all those little nuances of just trying to function, and how some of them were taken out, not so much by being killed, but by other reasons. And again, I don't want to, spoil it for you. If you want to read the book, you must read that book. But little things like that stay in your head, and you're like, wow, I just never even knew there was such a thing, and how little things like that can stay ingrained in your head, because these people are telling the story years later, many years later. I think he wrote the book in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken, 80s or 90s. So they're looking back, and they have these memories of when they were 19-year-old kids out there, 19-year-old men. What you can get jars in Missouri, girl? No way. Oh, somebody got some jewelry jars. What is this? Prairie Pickin' Girl says, my Salvation Army told me he was making. Awesome. What a way to start the new year. Oh my gosh, I'm going tomorrow too. What's tomorrow, Friday? It seems like a weekend. That sounds like a good way to start your new year. Go look for a jewelry jar. I'm so glad. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to ask your local people. I've asked. I've asked them to do it. I asked one of the ones that, like the one we just opened, and he made one up for me because he said, if you want more, I'll get you more. And this was like last year. So that's when I opened that big giant one, the one that I titled the biggest jewelry jar in the world. I opened that one up, and then I came back because he was going to make me some more. And the ladies at the Goodwill have also told me, well, we're working on them right now. Come back in a few hours. How many do you want me to make? And I'm like, whatever you want to throw out there. I'll be back in 2 hours. Let me go get some lunch or something. So it doesn't hurt to communicate with them. But, sometimes you have to be careful who you communicate with because many of them are um, being watched by their managers or their what do you call it? Their district managers or whatever. And many of them act like they're in the military or something like you can't ask for jars or you can't use jars or you can't hold it under the counter. I've been told you can't hold it under the counter, and then other times they'll tell me, I'll hold it for you under the counter while you look for while you look around the house, the store. But you just never know. But it doesn't hurt to be nice to your Goodwill employees, and they will be nice to you. Happy New Year, Miss Susan. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. We're going on an hour and a half. It's only 10:30. We may have to wrap it up soon, guys. Your local Goodwills are duds. You've never found a jewelry jar anywhere. Mm-mm-mm. It's funny. I had stayed away from the Goodwill for a long time, like 2 years. I hadn't gone there. Prices were so high. They were skyrocket. Everything. The dresses were $15. I stayed away for like 2 years, and I went to other stores. I went to Value Village, Thrift Village, and Family Thrift, and Salvation Army, and I didn't touch the Goodwill for a good 2 years. Then when they brought back the colored tag, I went back, and I started taking advantage of that. And then all of a sudden on their own, they started lowering the prices, and the dresses went down and everything. Coffee and donuts, that's right. Absolutely. I do that with my postman too. My husband was taking them donuts and coffee because he was going every single day. And they were like, come on over here. Come on over here, Robert. They wouldn't even let him wait in line. What? Carrie, what's Carrie talking about? I'll tell them I made rules. I don't obey them. Carrie is telling some good stories about the boss, and you showed him where he could go? Or did you marry him? I'm joking. I'm joking. You gotta be very careful. It's a joke, people. It's a joke. Mm-hmm. Value Village, and then now we have Texas Thrift too. That's a good place. There's also a Texas Thrift and a Lone Star Thrift that I haven't gone to yet, and it's huge. I think it used to be a Kroger. Lone Star Thrift? Yeah, there's a Lone Star Thrift too. That's what I just said, Miss Lori. We don't have Savers. I think Savers and Value Village are the same company, though. I will, Miss Kelly. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will tell him. Guys, that's true, though. You have to apologize for everything these days. But, hey, you can carry a big stick or a heavy purse. And if you don't want someone to make a pass at you, that's what you do. You take care of it. I price the jewelry for a homeless food bank charity store now. Oh, do you? And you take the gold and silver to cash register for a gold buyer. It's fun, though. Now they let me bring it home to price it. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I've seen some people scrutinize the jewelry pretty closely at Value Village. I think I brought some footage one time in one of my ride-alongs where we were back there, and I could see her looking but she had a big magnifying glass, which is okay. That'll help, but it doesn't catch everything. So, yeah, that's to be expected. Many times they do that, and I see a lot of gold priced. And I think pretty reasonably, actually, and they usually put a pink tag on it at some of my Goodwills, and then they still offer it at a really good price, usually. If they don't, well, then we don't buy it, and then they switch the prices on us. And that's what happened at Goodwill when I stayed away for 2 years. Then all of a sudden, they started bringing the daily or the weekly color tag and reducing that by 25%. They offered a teacher discount, a firefighter and veterans, military veterans discount as well. They were doing those every day. The teacher one was every day, but now they switched it to Wednesday only. So either way, I'm grateful. And they reduced it from 30% to 25 because, things still fall through the cracks and we still find good things. So it's all good in the neighborhood. It really is. Some are more knowledgeable than others. Yes, absolutely. And you're always going to find something that someone doesn't know. You'll get this designer that just hit the stage over at Nordstrom's, and there'll be a bag there from her, and no one would have ever heard of her. Yet, because there's a Michael Kors that's probably fake from the flea market, they'll put $35 on it and put it in the, glass counter. So that's going to happen all the time. That's probably true, Dee. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go toast in the new year with my husband. Well, even though he doesn't drink, but he'll open the champagne for me, I hope. And I hope you guys had a good time tonight. I sure did. I know our new year is going to be fabulous. We're going to make sure of that. We're going to do everything that we can to keep that positive vibe in our heads, even when we get kicked in the stomach, right? We're going to have to do that for ourselves. That's the only way to get up in the morning and smile and be good to others. Be kind, show kindness first, smile first. Don't expect a smile. I've tried to live by that. I don't always do it, but I've certainly tried to do it. And I hope that you continue to support the channel. Give it a thumbs up on your way out. Go hug your loved ones, your cat, whomever is close by. And just know that it's going to be a better year. It has to be. Thank you guys so much. I love you all so much. Have a happy new year. And I hope your Christmas was wonderful. Bye.